tradition because don't nobody want to follow the oral tradition of the tribal right to exercise the tribal right to reclaim the land. Yeah, she get a little, she get a little rambunctious sometimes, but I can understand it because she been fighting these devils way longer than me. Remember, when I first came home, wouldn't nobody let me do nothing to help. So I had to figure out a way on my own to be of service with what I know. And I know this, as long as we follow the oral traditions, which I've been doing from to the letter, and we can get in the position to reclaim what's rightfully ours, they gonna surrender it because they already start surrendering it. Now you gotta watch for the false flags. Watch for the false flags. So I don't know this to be 100% what I'm about to tell y'all, but the signs that I'm looking at look like the false flags is going to target the Statue of Liberty in America and the Eiffel Tower in Paris. The irony to that is they was both constructed or created or however you want, designed by the same individual. And the Statue of Liberty is a whole drag queen, and we've been thinking it been a woman the whole time. I haven't, but most people think it's a woman. It's a whole drag queen with a torch. So if you don't understand that a lot of these people y'all think is women is men dressed in drag trying to usurp the matriarchal rights of rulership, then y'all still got some catching up to do. They dress in drag, they push this alternative lifestyle agenda and all that, right? This we got to do better. We got to do better. I ain't never been to Statue of Liberty either. Yeah, so the Black Swan event is the major economic shift. That's the Black Swan event. The false flag is they are setting it up as the false flag, but it's not a false flag. The falling government is behind it. The government that's falling gonna be behind whatever they stage. And the whole purpose is to get y'all into that apathetic state of misery, to make y'all think that they got so much power that they can tear these monuments down in our face and it ain't nothing we can do about it. I don't care nothing about the Statue of Liberty. I don't care about the Eiffel Tower. I don't care about none of that. None of that got nothing to do with me. Just like I don't do fundraisers and I'm not going to no group gatherings. That's why I've been telling them for years. People keep asking me, "Can you want you to come speak up?" No, I can't do it because they just waiting on me to put myself in the position to be a classified cult leader, and I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm just teaching lessons, going over lessons, reviewing the Nubian lessons, Nation of Islam lessons, Nation of Gods and Earth's lessons, my own growth and development lessons. I'm going over all these lessons in the public because we got different tribes that operate under a different vine and fig tree, but we all tied together by the blood and the rights. We all tied together by the blood and the rights. I don't have to be a Nubian to tell you that a Nubian got done dirty. That's not required. I don't have to be a peace stone to tell y'all Angel Bay got done dirty. I don't have to be a Crip to tell y'all that Big Tookie got done dirty. I don't have to be a Muslim to tell y'all Imam Abu Jamal, formerly known as H. Rap Brown, got done dirty. And all of these people are the leadership that they don't want us to have because they got answers to problems. They got real answers to real problems. So they want to take them away from solving problems and put them into a position that the biggest problem that they face with is their own personal problem. Being incarcerated. I did 16 plus years. I know what it's like. I know what it's like. So I'm not in this for money. I accept donations, but I don't solicit anybody for a donation. If you go back back and look at my first appearance on Brother Rich, my first appearance with the young elder. I told him in the public, I don't be looking for no money. I'm not doing this for money. It's had nothing to do with money. And as long as people think it's about money, they lost. That's not my God. I don't worship money. Money can only provide an agency to solve problems. And if I can't use it to solve problems, I don't need it, because I can live off the fat of the land. You know? So, shout out to the sister Tabitha. Keep doing what you doing. Know that Rod Hayes got nothing but love for you, and I totally agree with you, and I don't got nothing to do with that flyer or that fundraising, and I don't even know who that lady is that they got me on the flyer with. I don't know nothing about her. I don't even know who she the mother of, right? I done had calls from several of the Malachi children, but I already told them I don't do fundraisers. So anybody telling you Rod Hayes doing a fundraiser, making that shit up, they pulling it out their ass. It ain't me, right? And the reason I had to go over the lessons is because it's critical pieces of information that all of the tribes seen differently, that has to be brought together to bear upon the same problem to offer us a viable solution to our condition. Yeah, so the leadership is a whole nother animal from just taking the fathers out of the homes. Taking the fathers out of the home is the home leadership, but taking the leadership out of the community, now you took away the substitute father, because the leaders in the community father a whole community. They play father to all of the children, the ones that ain't even theirs. So they want all of us to be at odds. I'm not finna say nothing bad about that sister, because I ain't seen no cause to say nothing bad about her. She doing what she feel is right, and I'm supporting what is right no matter who doing it, right? Yeah, the fat lady singing and they don't know what to do. Yeah, so we can't sit here and everybody that's trying to do a righteous work attack them. But what she did, she was justified, because that shit don't got nothing to do with me. I ain't did no fundraisers, because I already know what the situation is. I'm not finna do what's been tried 1,000 times and failed 1,000 times. It's not gonna work on the 1,001st time, right? There's always somebody trying to raise money to get one of the elders out, one of the chiefs out, one of the leaders of the community out, and it's always some attorney that's giving these false promises about, I can do it. You can't do it, because you part of the problem. The attorneys is part of the problem. The bankers is a part of the problem, right? So once you get rid of the problems, stuff self-correct. Once you get rid of the problem, things self-correct. And these black devils is the worst ones. I keep trying to tell y'all. Everybody want to hold you to the standard of their tribe, but we not all from the same tribe. Even the Mississippians is a couple hundred tribes, right? From north to south. It's a whole bunch of different tribes, but the name's been changed by foreigners in order to confuse us to who he is, and they ain't confusing me, because I'm organic Mississippi clay dirt walking. Everybody that know me and been watching me for any length of time know that's what I always said. Organic Mississippi clay dirt walking in human form. I ain't got nothing to do with nobody's fundraisers. Peace to Carolina. I see you, Brittany, Cheryl, Faye, Quentin, Reese, Rich, Roland. Your chief, your primary chief is the elder in your family. Before you start looking for external chiefs, you have to go through your family first. And the rule is most loved, most respected. in the family is normally the chief. Normally it's a big mama first, and then it's a man that's a support. Either it's her husband or her eldest son or one of her sons. That's the support system for the familial linking of the other tribes. So the elder in the family go out and they do their public works to expose the public to who they are and what their mission is and what they trying to work on, so that they can make other tribes aware of their presence on the land. If we don't do what we're supposed to make our presence known on the land, then nobody won't know who we is, and then we become impotent at our work. So always look to the elders in the family first. Some of our elders is batshit crazy too, just so y'all know. It don't make them any less loved and respected, but remember, before 1492, we was not Christians. Before 1492, we was not Muslims. Before 1492, we was not Hebrew Israelites, Hebrews, Jacobins, Jews, or any of that. Before 1492, we knew who we was, and we didn't need anybody to tell us. All of a sudden now, we don't know who we is because they got all of this conjure work going. Exposing the conjurers is breaking the spell, right? Malachi told us years ago that there's 3 major conjures. The Babylonian conjure is the oldest one, which is known as the spell of Kingu. The second oldest sleep spell was put on us by the Egyptian priest called the Amun priestess, or Amen priest, who keeps you saying Amen to subjugate your inner self, your higher self, from ever taking charge and liberating your mind from this BS. And then the most recent one, I call it the George Washington conjure, where they grouped us all together like sardines and said we the same fish. We not the same. They look like us, but they not us. Them black devils. But as long as y'all keep looking to kill Whitey, you let the white man standing next to you talking about kill Whitey and he look like you. I'm gonna say that again. The white man is telling you kill Whitey, but he look just like you. He's a black devil masquerading as one of us. They not us. And I already told y'all how to spot them. If you want more information on it, look for a book by Malachi called Are There Black Devils? Look for another book by Malachi called Where is the Devil Today? This is old material from the 90s that's still true, right? These black devils is the worst devils because we thinking that the skin color is determining who is right and who is wrong, and that's not the case. It's not about skin color. Skin color was just used as a tool of oppression to enforce an artificial caste system based on skin complexion. This go all the way back to the arrival of the conquistadors, who was originally looked like us, but now the history books and whitened them up, pale faced to their skin, and got you looking at the wrong people as the enemy. There's a book called Black Conquistadors. Go get it, right? Matter of fact, anything you can find on the conquistadors, just know them was some Spanish niggas masquerading as us. Once they hit the land, they took off their Spanish regalia and dressed up like they from the tribes. They ain't us. They don't believe what we believe, and we got different beliefs across different clans. They try to group us all together like we all the same. We not all the same. Them niggas is not like us. Go ahead, Kendrick, tell them they not like us. They might look like us. They might have the same nappy hair, the same brown skin, but them niggas is not us. And until y'all get that through y'all head and stop this hate campaign that they the ones started the white supremacy. The white supremacy doctrine is called Protocols of Zion. The white supremacy marching orders, or the rollout of it, is called Morals and Dogma by Albert Pike, right? And as long as y'all stuck on skin color, you stuck. You can't wake up from the slumber focused on the skin color when the worst devil is the one that looked like you, standing next to you with that big ass grin on his face, talking about kill Whitey. We gonna get some guns and kill all them crackers. That nigga is the white man. The white man don't got nothing to do with skin color, and it's all about the royal families of Europe usurping the royal families from the rest of the parts of the planet in order to dominate and subjugate us. So if y'all don't know what's going on, sit down, be quiet, and watch. But for the ones that know what's going on, they understand that this is the end of the devil's reign. And Rod Hayes, along with people like Malachi York, is sent here. That they got to conjure me up. I don't just show up. They have to conjure me up to come out and do this work. Right? I don't gotta like it. I don't gotta like being here. I don't gotta like participating. But I'm gonna tell you what, I ain't gonna lose. And as the saying go, I'm gonna win. I might not win immediately, but I guarantee you I'll win definitely. Right? So all of the hates, if it gives you a sense of hate to another human being, that's part of the divide and conquer stratagems of these goddamn devils. I'm a tobacco chief. I smoke cigars, I smoke marijuana. I'm a marijuana tobacco chief. That's in our culture dating back before 1492. Everybody don't have the same tribal traditions, so all of us don't have the same protocols, right? I don't drink. I might have a beer every now and then, but I'm not a drinker. Anybody that been around me will tell you, well, I'm trying to give him something to drink, but he ain't really. Alcohol ain't good for us. Alcohol ain't good for us. When I was a teenager, I was a teenage alcoholic, and I found out the hard way, alcohol ain't meant for us, right? So I know exactly what I'm doing according to the instructions from the elders that they left in the public domain to follow the tribal's oral tradition to reclaim everything from these damn devils and to tell y'all who they is, where they at when I see them. So that's why you don't hear me just calling people out ad nauseum, because a lot of the people who believe, they use science now to justify hate. And that's when you know they didn't reach the pinnacle of application of divide and conquer techniques and tactics. When they can justify the divide and conquer using science, they really in on it. Well, I personally don't drink. I might have a beer occasionally with my brothers and whatnot, but I'm not a drinker. I don't go out on Friday night, get sloppy drunk, come home. That's not me. I don't go to parties where we go in with the intent to get sloppy drunk, because I'm gonna be outside in the cold smoking my marijuana, smoking my cigars, and the rest of them, they don't have nothing to do with me. So if the Most High drink, because it do say in the ancient text that Anu was a drinker. He liked beer. He liked wine. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm earthborn, right? So as soon as we realize this, that we got different tribes. Every tribe got a tribal cultural tradition that they teach to the members of the tribe. This is why we have literature, right? We do not have, in the growth and development, we do not have as much literature as the Nubians have. The Nubians have a ton of literature exposing a whole lot of devilishment across the land. Yeah, I'd rather smoke than drink too. So, the tribe I'm from, we permitted to smoke, and we permitted to smoke marijuana. But the Nubians is prohibited in their literature. And if you don't believe me, go get the Holy Tabernacle Family Guide, and that's the instructions for the living conditions of the family members of Nubians, right? And in there it say we don't drink, we don't smoke. And that's their culture. That's their tribal culture. This is why I keep telling y'all we wasn't all Moors, because the Moors have a specific culture that's all of us don't adhere to. We couldn't all be the same thing when we don't all adhere to the same culture. And this is why we were so divided when they came, because all of the chiefs couldn't come up with a common war strategy to stop them. So what they do, they challenged us to a conjure war. That was their worst mistake. Their worst mistake was to challenge the elders to a conjure war. This is your American Revolutionary Conjure, where they wrote the Constitution of blood of Crispus Attucks and backdoored the deal to the U.S. Constitution. They came up with a secondary constitution that's put us in a stupor based on the blood. All this stuff is documented. I done went over it all 100 times. I done explained it ad nauseum, right? And these black devils stay at it. They don't want Malachi out because they know as soon as Malachi on the manifest,